Hey guys, welcome back to Melody Made Easy. This is episode 2. I'm making it after the third one though, because I felt like this is some pretty important stuff to tackle first. So in a lot of music you listen to, there is vocal layering where they have the melody and then they add like a third or a fifth. I always add thirds. And I'm going to show you in songwriting when it's appropriate to add this layer and what you can do in terms of panning and stuff with it. So I'm just going to play this song I made. I'm not comfortable playing other people's music really because, you know, copyrights on YouTube and stuff. So I'm just using an example of a song I made. So here's the original melody, like the original chorus melody. I'm just going to lead into it.
Somehow you're too stupid to even make a decent wage. You filthy artist, a failure. No one wants to hear your story. Perspective,
So I'm soloing this.
opinion. You're just so.
Alright, so this whole thing was just one layer. So,
Hear your
but I still widened it. I still did a lot of cool stuff with it.
story. Perspective, opinion.
But then right here, I add
You're just so.
I think I add a harmony here.
Just so.
Well, I actually added a different girl there. That's why it sounds like that.
Just
But right here,
so boring, a loser.
so now I add a da and da da.
Boring.
Yeah, so there is a lower. It's like a lower third, which is actually a sixth above, but you move it down. So I'm gonna show you the melody right here. So this is the MIDI data for the melody. Right here, this right here. So, yeah, there was a harmony here. I knew it. It wasn't just the sound of the other girl.
Just so boring.
So this is the main line that you hear, but there's this hidden other layer that you might not notice, but it does add to the song. Wait, how do I? Yeah, so.
Boring, a loser. Boring.
So this whole time I don't have any it's super simple, it's super easy, and it's super aggressive too because she is just in your face like the whole time when she's screaming. So it's already good by itself, and then when you add this in, it makes it more intense. So I'm going to show you this again. So it's pretty much a third above the whole time, and it just follows it. No one cared about you ever. And then right here, this goes up. So there's some movement here. This is what your brain hears. But here's another thing under it. So this is a 6, and it sounds super good. See, you don't even know this is here. Like, it's just subconsciously it's there. Let me turn this off. All right. So I'm gonna play it again with just the soloed vocals.
Now you're just laying here all.
And then that's right here. So.
Now you're just laying here all alone with your.
And then they both come back together in the end to kind of feed it into like a really intense ending. I don't want any harmonies there.
And now you're just laying here all alone with your soaking and pity.
Yeah, I know the lyrics are kind of sad. My new album is gonna be super depressing. Let's just say that, because you know I like making that stuff. So then there's no thirds or anything here. Right here though, it gets super.
But if you don't figure some pretty good at the one thing you've done your whole
So there's
life.
thirds all over this because I want it to sound huge.
But if you don't figure something out, you'll let everyone down.
So with the chord movement here, just like I'm gonna talk about in the next tutorial. So you hear da 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 da, but this chord sounds more it sounds more like tuggy. You know, it's tugging at you more than this one. because this is just D minor, so whatever. But this one, while you hear this, da, 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 this sounds different even though it's the same note, because here you have a minor chord and here you have this, like, if you shift this down, what do you get? You have an A major chord, right? So an A major chord in this key, which I'm pretty sure is D minor. So da 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 da. It's gonna come back here. So in the case, so this is called. I know I said I wasn't gonna talk about theory. This is a 5 dominant, and in minor, a 5 dominant can't exist in a regular key because in D minor, this C sharp has to be raised. So this would be normal in the key of D. So if we shift this back up, it would sound like this. It would sound like this if you were to stay in key and not use any accidentals. But the C sharp is super important. This is why you should never, like, look when you make a melody. Don't look at, you know, a key signature chart and be like, oh, I can't use C because I can't use C sharp because it's not in the, you know, that's total bunk. Because if you ever want to, you know, pull someone and say, and make the next, you know, especially on beat 4, you're going to want to use some accidentals, and especially the case with a 5 dominant. So what does 5 dominant mean? Basically, the key is D. So this is D. So you go up 5. So D. So here, actually, you know, I could just look at this piano over here. D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 5. And a dominant means that it is a major third with a flat 7. Don't worry about the 7 right now. We're not going to talk about 7s. But in a normal D minor, this would be, because it's a C. But because we want to tug at you in this chord, it's going to be, and that tugs at you to go here. You have to go there. So that's why this is a C sharp. And you don't even, you see, you don't really hear these, but you can tell because it sounds super good.
Let everyone down.
See, that sounds good. That sounds really good. All right.
Let everyone down.
I love that. I know these aren't production tutorials, but I love what I did there. I took like the violins from that, like, horror movie Insidious, and I just went ham on that. Yeah, that shit is... Sorry, I shouldn't be cussing on it. Yeah, that is so intense. I just wanted to make it super...
Everyone down. A leech sucking on your pen.
Oh, and then right there in your ear, you hear this too. You hear the... You know, that's just so creepy. That's just so awesome.
Sucking on your parents.
Yeah, go ahead and sample whatever you want, you know. When people say don't sample, like, that's such bunk. So here we have, you know, no harmonies again. I'm trying to find the melody. All right. So we bring in the melody right. We bring in the harmony right here. Da 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 da. This is kind of similar to the other one where we brought it in later. And here, you know, I'm using the C sharp all over the place. In the case of scales, this is called a harmonic minor, not a natural minor, because I'm using that C sharp a lot. Again, that's not really important. Like, I don't think about this stuff when I'm writing, you know, like, I'm so used to it.
They will land, you're hungry. The charm
And then it holds here.
composers goes down the drain when you're older.
So, and then she just goes crazy here. I don't want to spoil the rest of the song. There's a really sick lyric over here that is so awesome, because it basically, the whole song is just this giant bombardment of, like, fear. I should do lyric tutorials too, because I feel like I'm good at that. But basically, the last line in here basically kind of affirms the entire song's overall, you know, dramaticness, I guess, because it's just so over the top. But it's so real. It's so real what she says. But I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, there you go. That's layering vocals. I felt like I went a little over. But yeah, this is going to be useful stuff if you want to, record vocals or just, for songwriting in general. Yeah, if you want to send me an email, BKRO, or actually, BKROEHLING at Berkeley, BERKLEE.edu. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later.